happy Friday, guys. Guys, if you have not done so already, please make sure you hit that subscribe or make sure you hit that like button. If you have not done so already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you have not done so already, please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Today we're a little bit late because we're a little bit behind. We had a lot of stuff going on, but we're back on track and we're back to keep you guys entertained. And we're gonna have fun today with this topic. Before then, guys, how you going, man? What's going on? What's popping?
Chilling,
What's
chilling,
cracking?
chilling. We back at it again. We ain't even playing no more.
That's right, man. We back at it. We back at it. We here. We about to grind it, man. We about to go. We about to split it. Let's go. Let's get it.
Well, guys, you already know. Jordan, go ahead and do your thing. Y'all see the header.
Well, y'all see the title. Y'all see the title. We gonna talk about it. We definitely gonna talk about it. So, just pearly teens have just been, trending today. Well, actually, the last couple of days, a lot of people just been trending. A lot of other contributors talking about her. So this is what we're gonna talk about. So apparently, I think she took the episode down because I checked her page. So recently, just pearly things brought in Nick Fuentes, as he's a white nationalist, and people who don't know about him. He wasn't just on just pearly things before. Also, he was on Adam 22. Adam 22. And he was speaking about issues about Black people and other races and everything. So people was kind of like engulfed, especially in the Black people when she brought him into it, talk about, interview him. And then she had to say something about that too, that, kind of turned, people some type of way and everything. So what we're going to do now is we're going to play that video that we have a clip that I sent you out, King. It's the TikTok one. We're going to play that. And then after that, we're going to chop it up. Definitely going to chop it up.
You have all these people, because this has been going on in Europe since the 50s and 60s, actually.
Oh, so you're saying that was the end of Europe being one way,
yeah,
and America being one. That was when more immigration happened, and the culture, we sort of lost the culture.
Yeah, because the lesson of World War II, based on the horrors of the Holocaust, is like, this is what happens when nationalism goes awry. This is what happens when nationalism goes too far.
But your argument was the Holocaust was not special and all countries have done that.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
so you're saying, why is the Holocaust special?
Yeah, basically.
Oh. What do you mean, basically?
Well, yeah, I mean, because of course, we're getting into the details of it, but yeah, that's the gist.
Yeah, I mean, but you kind of deny it happened.
Yeah, I denied some of the parts of it.
You deny parts of it don't seem realistic to you. You think they were embellished upon.
I think they're embellished, yeah.
The same way. This sounds, oh gosh.
Oh boy.
They're gonna get trouble. This sounds similar to the slavery stuff too, because that's literally the founder of, or the guy who made Roots said, I wanted a myth for my people to live by. So they often, but that's what they do, is they embellish, and I'm not trying to say it wasn't horrible, it was.
Right.
But they want to make it like more horrible so that they can control people.
She kept saying it.
So, her bringing up Nick Fuentes and, doing an interview, it has a lot of people turn their heads about her, especially in our community. That's just keep it fair, especially in our community. Now there are, people in these spaces that are hurt about what she said, and and the thing is, it's like, there's things of like, how can you say this? You hire Black people to build your platform, that type of stuff, and people kind of upset about that. And and people looking at her as as you can say, she passed fresh and fed, as part of the leader of the red pill content and everything. That's perfect. I think she passed fresh and fed. But so we're definitely gonna talk about it. A lot of, like I said, a lot of people, a lot of content creators are still talking to this day. They're talking about it right now, and we're just gonna put our 2 cents in about how just probably things, if she's right for talking about Black issues. of how other people in the content are, stressing it because what she interviewed and what she was saying. So I'm tossing the time with you guys. So what y'all got to think about these topics? I really, really want to dig deep. And then, hey, if y'all gotta go PG-13, rated R, whatever, let it loose tonight because, like I said, this topic is trending and we about to bust it down. So go ahead, guys.
Well, first of all, I'd like to give, of course, I want to give shout out to people that's here in the chat. We got Khalil Muhammad, Kendall, Sugar Bum, that one Twitch person watching. I see some couple of people watching on Facebook as well. And I don't know, are we live on Instagram? I don't even see Instagram.
No. For some reason, they won't allow me to go on live on there no more.
All right. Well, we'll just give them playback. But okay. So what happened?
No. I was gonna say Assalamu alaikum, Khalid Muhammad.
Okay. So yeah, but we're about to get started. We're about to get messy. We got the messiest person in the chat, Sugar Bum. So Sugar Bum, we're about to get started. So let's go. Let's deep dive Jess Pearly thing. Jess Pearly thing, I'm not gonna lie, I love her work ethic. I'm gonna just be honest with you. She's a workhorse. As you can see, she is a 1 million plus. She pretty much have 1 million plus, holding on 2 million subscriber count. So that's really good for her. Shout out to her for that. And also her videos. She dropped videos like crazy. So she took a page from Adam, which I always been saying. So you took a page from Adam and also DJ Vlad. So they call her literally the woman of the manosphere. That was funny. When I heard they call her the woman of the manosphere. So now, this is the big thing. She had a video, like Jordan said, she took it down. And I was so upset because I wanted to see the video. Because, some people like to take bits and pieces of it. So I want to get the full content of what she was saying in the video, but the video is gone. I don't know if the video is gone. She probably just made it private. Who knows? But the video is gone, so we can't really go to a deep dive. But according to everybody, what everybody was saying, from the old shade, Jordan did his research. I think Anton, like other people like in these spaces, I think Angry Man, people like in these spaces, they were pretty much saying that she was taking shots at the black people. That's what they were saying. She was taking shots at black people and also black slavery. See, this is the thing. We got to understand something. When it comes to content creation, especially content creators, they got to stir up something to keep people coming to their channel and to keep people engaged. Even though half the time they do not believe it. Now, in her sense, I don't know if y'all was aware, her ex-boyfriend was black. A black.
Correct.
I hope everybody was aware of that. Her ex-boyfriend was black. Which means, go ahead, Hakeem.
I think his name is Angry Man too. He does the Planet Fitness commercials.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Like, he'll do reactions like this.
but he was black. So for her being a racist, I think I would just throw that one out the window. But however, anything else, to me, I don't think she have the place and the right to talk about certain history, especially when it comes to black people. Who are you to tell black people what's this and what's that? When number one, you never lived during that time. You don't even know the people that actually experienced during that time. And to me, sometimes you just got to keep your mouth shut. Now, but here's the problem is, that a lot of people in this space, especially black men, are supporting her, are backing her up. And not only that, if you one of these guys that's going after her, he's trying to shut you down. Black man, that is. So we're going to talk about that, but go ahead, Hakeem. This is the opening. Go ahead.
The only people to blame is the black manosphere. They the main niggas to claim. MTR, all them other niggas. Listen here. The only person who stand true was Osei Duke Jackson. As pro-black he is, he does not do content with no white creators. I give him that. First off, I'm going to say this. I'm happy that she said something. I'm happy that she disrespected. You want to know why she had the right to say that? Because we let her in. Now, mind you, she had to go way to London to disrespect black Americans. She couldn't have done it here. If she'd done it here, it would have got stopped in the middle of the conversation. You dare to bring Nick Fuentes, a document racist, on that? And mind you, I'm surprised the 5-star boy ain't cut her off. That's how you know white is cold. Everything else don't matter. take it from this point. She could talk like that in the midst of them Africans, not Black Americans. Let's get that straight. Those Africans in London, they're not Black Americans. When she made that statement, she disrespected Black Americans. Let's get that straight. If nobody's not as inflated and infuriated as me, I don't know what you do. I never sided with her. I just thought it was a cute gimmick. We let her in. Listen, my nephew's Black American. My niece is Black American. So I'm more integrated than most people. So I took that for me as a disrespect. I say, but hey, it's cool. Kick your neck on these niggas' foot. I don't rock with her. But the niggas who allow her to come in and waved her grandma dress around as she do her dance all over you niggas' faces, we gonna keep our foot on her neck. We ain't never rock with her like that. Go ahead.
All right, yo. Like I said, I'm gonna give just per things her props about constantly making content, constantly making videos, building her brand, do what she need to do. She took, pieces from Fresh and Fit. This really the red pill, Fresh and Fit, Dark and Sharp, KS, and she built and everything. And that's hopefully we're gonna do a Chaos Culture Radio. That being said, if you look at what she did, it's kind of taking the page off of y'all see the movie Get Out? It's to me, I think about that because you see a white woman taste Black man, submissive, cuddle, all that type of stuff. Y'all get what I'm saying? Take all that type of stuff. And basically, you can brainwash a Black man to do whatever with a white girl would. I mean, a white woman like her can brainwash a Black man of the men that's having hard getting Black women, so they turn and try to get a white woman. There's probably she knows what she knows what to do. She was raised into like a high level family, big family. Her father had the money and everything. So people, I know, like some white people living in the Midwest, you don't hear a lot because they live in the Midwest, but they do have their opinions about Black people. I don't think a lot of people know that because it's the Midwest. Nobody thinks about the Midwest. You know what I'm saying? If we think about kind of racism, we think about southern states, but it's in the Midwest as well. So for me, it's like, when she brought Nick Fuertes in there, I already know what's up. I already knew something like that. I already knew when she brought something like that, it was gonna hit. To me, she took a page of what Adam 22 did, because she been on Adam 22. She got used by Adam 22. Adam 22 brought her with Fuertes and everything, and with that, when Adam 22 brought with Nick Fuertes and speaking when he's speaking, a lot of people that Adam 22 had on it, they kind of had a problem with that, addressing that. So when like AD and Real and they're trying to see some type of stuff, they saw like a shift was changing to the company in a way, because what's just probably these things is going to get views. It's trending right now. That's what we're talking right now. It's trending. She's a very, very smart content creator. And it's looking like how how this conversation is scripted, like what's getting views and what's trending right now and stuff like this. And like I said, Adam 22 and just probably things, they know what to do. They know they do this research, they do this study, they know how to get a shock value out of people, especially from Black people. When you put stuff like this, they say some type of things. Usually, as Black people, especially in America, we can't suffer that victimhood. And when we see something like that, we're so surprised, like, oh my God, this and that, this and this, you know what I'm saying? But my thing is, it's like, why would my thing is, we should not be shocked about it nor surprised about it. Because, the reason I'm saying that is because, if like I said, like with just her thing, she's hiring all these, Black people, especially, Africans, people from London, like I said, and they cobble to her like that. she gonna feel some type of way. It's like, hey, if I'm employed, black people, having on the podcast, people like that, she gonna feel like she's gonna speak for black issues. Same thing with Adam 22. Because he hired, a lot of black people to help build his empire that he had. And if that's the case, treat him well. Adam 22 is gonna say the same thing about that too. So this is what I'm gonna say about our black people. If you want to see like say some other Chaos Country Radio to pop up, and other country creators, that black country creators to pop up, we got to support each other. We got to support, our channel. We got to support ourselves. We just can't say, hey, I'm not going to support him because I feel some type of way. And we have a problem with that in the black issue, in our black community. It's like we will not support each other, but we'll support another race. And the thing is, we got to treat ourselves good. We got to treat ourselves good. We got to keep, support our other black content creators. And like I said, I still support KS channel. I support Osei Jackson. I support Dr. T. Tasana Johnson's his channel. There's a lot of black channels I support. It might be like a B support, but it's like I put like be like a $5 every quarter monthly because I do super chats. All I do is support big channels. Black country creator channels. So we can see, so we can do good with good trade. So our voice can be heard, and the thing is about it is that, we're not doing that, but we'll support Adam 22, which is Pearly things, or Black TV. We need to change our mindset. And if you want to see the black community do good, we need to support black things. Go ahead, fellas.
I know somebody said replay the video.
Yeah, Truth said replay the video because they don't know what we're talking about.
You have all these people, because this has been going on in Europe since the 50s and 60s, actually.
Oh, so you're saying that was the end of Europe being one way, and America being one. That was when more immigration happened, and the culture, we sort of lost the culture.
Yeah, because the lesson of World War II, based on the horrors of the Holocaust, is like, this is what happens when nationalism goes awry. This is what happens when nationalism goes too far.
But your argument was the Holocaust was not special, and all countries have done that.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
so you're saying, why is the Holocaust special?
Yeah, basically.
Oh. What do you mean, basically?
Well, yeah, I mean, because of course, we're getting into the details of it, but yeah, that's the gist.
Yeah, I mean, but you kind of deny it happened.
Yeah, I deny some of the parts of it.
You deny parts of it don't seem realistic to you. You think they were embellished upon.
I think they're embellished, yeah.
The same way. This sounds. Oh gosh.
Oh boy.
They're gonna get trouble. This sounds similar to the slavery stuff too, because that's literally the founder or the guy who made Roots said, I wanted a myth for my people to live by. So they often, but that's what they do, is they embellish, and I'm not trying to say it wasn't horrible, it was.
Right.
But they want to make it like more horrible so that they can control people.
You notice she kept saying it.
Yeah, of course. It. Sugar Bun say, you guys are racist. Yes, I am. And I'll tell that to anybody. I am racist. Because at the same time, there's other people that are racist and yet they get praised and they get honors too. So why not? Why black people can't be racist too? So, but at the same time, you could be racist but still show people respect. There's nothing wrong with like, yo, I'm black first. There's nothing wrong with like, I stand up for my country and I stand on. I agree with what she says. Well, I'll tell you some of the stuff she's saying is not true. Is true in that aspect, but the problem is, this is the problem. People always get praised when a white woman do it, but when there's a black woman do it, the black woman get criticized, the black woman get ridiculed, the black woman automatically. So I'm black man, you gotta check her down. See what she's talking about. That's the problem. It's not. We're not going against what Pearly's saying. We're saying because of the aspect, it's a white woman that's saying it, and she's getting praised by black men. But yet, when a black woman do it, the black man attacks that the black man attacks that black woman. Let's say Christian Cure would have did something like that. A lot of black men in her chat would attack her. Christian Cure. I'm just being real with you. Any black
And that's the
woman or
problem with
any
our
black woman
mindset.
or content creator, anything they say that we know is a valid good point, black men tend to attack that woman. They don't be like, oh, she's right, I agree with her. But yeah, when just Pearly things say the same exact thing, they be like, yeah, man, she's right, man. She knows what she's talking about, what she says is the truth. That's the issue. Go ahead, I can.
Man, I'm just saying that I'm not even mad, bro. I didn't let her in my space. They let her into the space. People been doing content with her, the roommates, MTR, all these people, Melanie King. You know what I'm saying? Is Melanie King black?
She was on Pearl was on LP.
No, but she's mixed.
For the piece.
She's mixed.
She mixed, but because I know she had an opinion about black women too. I would never do work with these people. Listen, I'm a die-hard Black American fan. You got a problem with them, you got a problem with me. And if black love is racist, then so call it. But the problem is, this the issue I got with my brothers and sisters here. Tap in. What she did, you got to watch the whole show. What she did was speaking at all. She had to go to London to do this. Tap in. What she did was speaking at all. There's other things in the show she made jokes about, but she had to go do that with the Africans. So here's the point that I have an issue with my brothers here in America. Y'all good people, man. Y'all forgiving people. Y'all loving people. Y'all let everybody in. That's your freaking problem. You shouldn't let everybody in. Practice some form of tribalism. For heaven's sakes, the Jamaicans do it. The Hispanics do it. You can't let everybody into your gang so they can come shit on you and leave. You let a bunch of white boys come, they take your shit, make money off of it, then give you back crumbs. Have a little bit of respect for yourself. What she did was no big. Just because she date black guys don't make her cool. She's just a white girl that date black guys. I don't care. But the problem is, you represent us in the way she went about. The fact that you had Nick Fuentes on your show innately means that you got some kind of racism about you. You forgot about everybody else. And I want you to think about this for an example. You might not innately say she's maybe an outspoken racist, but her actions say she's racist. The hurtful things that he said, for you to sit here and speak to this man, knowing that you be in black places, you speak with black people, and let's be real about something. White manosphere didn't want her. She's not in the white manosphere with Charlie Alice Cooper and all them in Valuetainment. She comes to the black manosphere. Black people made her rich. Black people made her rich.
Thank you. Because remember, I did that with Kevin Samuels. That one she came about. She used Kevin Samuels' talking point. Now, just for everything, I'm just being honest. I'm just saying, I'm just a very guy that look at logic and facts. The fact is, you came after Kevin Samuels, and then you capitalized Kevin Samuels' talking point. I'm not mad at you. You did what most people are doing today. A lot of people using Kevin Samuels' talking point. Kevin Samuels used a lot of other people's talking point. So hey, it is the game is the game. I get it. But at the same time, there's a time and place for you to not keep using this type of opportunity to take advantage of black people. Because remember, I always say that, and I used to talk to other people too. A lot of people in these spaces, and a lot of people in real life, they really think black people are stupid. They really think black people are stupid, and they think black people are dumb. Go ahead.
I want you to read this comment what Tap In said. He said, so we're holding people to a standard we don't play the game, dude. We always been holding our people to a standard. Just niggas just don't want to do it. Which Tap In, we've been checking niggas. He say, and this ain't for you in particular. This is for a lot of people. No, I understand that, brother. But think about it. Think about it from this point. Tap In, I don't know if he's Black American. Tap In, I don't know if you're a Black American or not. But I want you to think about the way she spoke. Now, mind you, I'm going to give Fresh and Fit this point here. They never brought no racists on their show.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I think they know.
Not yet. There you go.
Not yet. I think they
Not
know
yet.
better. So the point is, so the point is, tap in. The fact that you would speak with somebody who has negative opinions about a specific group of people, we forget. It starts off with the black. Now, don't get me wrong. He's talking about black people in the whole, but they mainly talking about them. You feel me? And when it starts off with them, I say people need to have a problem about it. We're not supposed to get over emotional, but we're supposed to bankrupt them. We're supposed to stop doing business with them. We're supposed to stop allowing them in black places. We're supposed to stop sleeping with their women. They're not supposed to have a voice. Only reason Just Pearly thing has a voice was because of black men and black women. And Africans. The London Africans should be ashamed of themselves.
To be honest, remember, we don't love ourselves. Remember, they say, for example, we can't talk about the Jews. When we talk about the Jews, they're going to shut us down. We can't talk about the Asians, they're going to shut us down. We can't even talk about the Hispanics. There's some people on certain platforms, they talk about Hispanics. The Hispanics will run to their platform and shut them down. Black people are the only people can talk about, and we won't do a goddamn thing, but yeah, we'll support them 110%. I say at the end of the day, it's true. We really think the water is cleaner on the other side. We really do hate ourselves. We do.
Yeah, we do. And not to be hate ourselves, we always do. We spend venom to each other all the time.
Listen. Sugar Bum say you sound so extremely short. Baby, Queen, I love you. Queen, I love you. I would never say that to you, baby. That's just a prime example of we're not on the same page. I would never disrespect you. We'll never disrespect black women here, Queen, but just as an example, my love. I got so much love that I would never ever put nobody before you.
Hey, Tap in, can you hear us?
Yes, sir. How you brothers doing?
Hey, family.
Good, man. How are you?
I'm well.
Doing well.
What's up, little bro? My man, Ron. That's my guy right there.
Yeah, what's going on, big boy?
Nothing too much. Yeah, I definitely had to come up here with you guys for this subject.
Sugar Plum, why don't you press the link and tell me that I'm slow?
Oh, she's not going to do that. So she's not going to do that.
No, just press the link. But this is the prime example. I love her though, but I'm just saying for real, Ma, why would you even say that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We talking about something serious, especially the point that there's a statement that affects us as a people.
Yeah, that's why I wanted.
But I think she's joking.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to.
I know, that's why she's laughing. Go ahead, Tap. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to make sure I come up here so that a lot of the things that I would be typing won't get misconstrued.
Yeah, go right ahead.
So, what I'm saying is, I listen carefully to what people say, and as well as people's consistent pattern of behavior. And like I stated down in the chat, if we're going to set that type of standard, and that's why I said I'm not talking to you brothers.
No.
And everything. Certain so far from what I've seen from you guys, y'all have been consistent upon what y'all guys stand for. It has been consistent across the board. But we will have individuals that will talk this way, like they don't have hypocrisy running through their veins.
No, you're right.
And see, because I agree, okay, if she's supposed to be a advocate of black men, because this is her calling card, this is where she's holding her thing on. These are the spaces, this is the thing that she's supposed to be riding for. Then she shouldn't have someone that, like you said, is a known racist on and that I'm going by what you guys say. I'm trusting in it because I've never seen the guy. I have to go back. But the gentleman she was just talking to, that's who he was referring to as a known
Nick Fuentes.
Nick Fuentes. I'm gonna actually look him up. So if he's considered a known racist, then she should not have him on there if she's a supporter. I agree. I agree. Having said that, the individuals that will agree with what you said, they run the lines of hypocrisy in their own way. So in other words, certain things that they say they don't support, they will be sitting right alongside someone that actually do the very thing that they say they don't support. They will pay and contribute to the very things that they say they don't support. On here, like pay money, all these type of things. So that's the things where I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Like I said, that's why I want to make sure I come up here with you guys. Make sure I'm not talking about y'all because y'all have been consistent. But for others, no, I ain't trying to hear none of that shit. Real talk.
No, but the truth, this is the thing. Let's say if a black woman would have did the same thing Des Pearly thing did, and had what's his name, Nick, so whatever his name, whatever his name is, let's say they would have him on the panel. She would have immediately, that black woman that's hosting would have immediately got ridiculed. Doesn't matter if she in London, doesn't matter if she in the UK, doesn't matter if she in Europe, don't matter. She would have immediately got ridiculed. Just because the simple fact is a white woman just Pearly things, and they know, oh well, it's just Pearly thing, don't worry about it. You have black men watching into the live, super chatting, commenting. Come on, bro, you gotta do better than that, brother.
And the thing is, when they see that black man, this is what they do, Ronnie. Oh, and she gonna say that? Okay, this is the reason I'm gonna get my passport and go to another country.
Yeah, and I agree with that. What happens is most people that have supported her and everything like that is going to be a hard pill to swallow because now they look stupid. So,
I'm sorry, Tad. Pretty what Sugar Bomb just said. She said, "I know this ice cream man, y'all slow." Then why are you here?
Don't be listen.
Miss Trolling? All right, go ahead, Tad. My bad.
He's trolling, man. Y'all gotta know Sugar Bomb, man. Like you see me, I'm calm. You see, I'm not reacting to Sugar. The Sugar Bomb, no. She keep it entertaining. She keep y'all fired up. Yeah, but I keep his blood is boiling. I keep blood is boiling.
And that's where I respect my man right here. See, that's why I said I'm definitely not talking to you because you've been consistent. You don't play when it comes to everything ain't always time to play.
Not about black people. I don't mind her talk, but this serious, bro, fam. This shit hurt people's families, bro. That statement hurt people's families. Like, let's forget my niece, mama's from South Carolina. I've been there before. They trace their family back to the census, and and I've been to the plantation where their family come from. This is for real. So when we start to mention anything about black, they mainly I say no. We need to be correct about that, please, because you're talking about a group of people who get shitted on every single day, and nobody want to say nothing. Now, true, you said something real consistent, and I say he's right about that. You have a lot of dudes in these spaces who, in our spaces with us, they'll say one thing, but go do something else behind closed doors and do something else in front of us. They'll still work with her. They'll still do things with her, and they still have this hypocrisy. We ain't on that over here. Because you want to know why? I'd rather lose $100 million before I side with somebody disrespecting this color of the skin.
Right.
I don't mind you talking shit. Like, look what Khalid Muhammad just said here. People have their opinions. I expect that white Americans don't want black people because they have a lot of problems and a lot of them commit crimes and deal drugs and so on. I don't think it's just racism. Now, Muhammad, that's an opinion. If we check the statistics, you don't know how about how would you know a bunch of black people commit crimes in America? I'm not offended by that statement, right? But it's a generalized statement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, based on the information that you had, that black people are the ones that cause a lot of violent crimes. That we do a lot of violent crimes in white, Hispanic, in Asian, which it kind of doesn't make sense because our population is already small as it is. So how did our population be so small, but yet we create a lot of violent crimes? It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense. If we go down from statistics, there's 280 million white people in America. There's only 40 million black people. We have the same number of people that we had since Go ahead.
And our population is 12%. Keep in mind, our population is 12%. Go ahead, Jordan.
And the thing is, they get the brainwashed watching the news on how to keep putting the black people killing this, killing that, the same with social media, and that's what y'all getting brainwashed of. Y'all don't think about looking at statistics, see how low the percentage of black people is, but y'all see the news of black story of black people shooting this, shooting that, shooting, and that's what you get to us right there with these white videos. They get your head. Meaning, like I said, we as black people, we are no one who be shooting people, but that's not the case. If you look at the stats, you see the lower. What's the lower number of black people getting killed matching the other races? Go ahead.
Yeah. So, but yeah, like anything that you stand on, like you said, anything dealing with this black, that's my thing, and I'm going to ride with it. So I respect you for saying that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, now, as far as what I believe in my ideology, I don't wrap my moniker around that. But I respect those who stand on what they believe in. If you believe in, everything that comes with being black, black family building and all that, and that's what you hang on, then you should not be dealing with a white woman. You should not. That's what I'm saying. You should not be dealing with none of that. If that's your all and be all, like it ain't no going around, you ain't moving, you ain't breaking, you ain't whistling that. Like it's not happening. You're actually totally against that. You believe in like my man JP. He ain't playing about that. He like, man, no, I want black children and they better be black as me. That's what I respect about it. He ain't playing about that. Even though
no, because why not? Because other races do it. Other races does it. But we like the only race that have a problem with it when it comes to our race. And I'm like, that is not right. Mind you, I used to be one of them too. I'm not gonna lie. I used to be one of them like, yo, black people this, black people that, black people ain't shit. Like all the statistics, everything, I used to believe all of that. But at some point, I'm like, if we don't respect our race, no one else will. That's probably the thing to me. She can't let feel with that. She can't let feel with that, knowing that majority of her supporters are black.
Yep.
That don't make any sense. How you going against your supporters?
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So when you guys, if someone that is specifically pro-black, they have a right to speak about this because this is an outrage against what they represent. And I'm always for with somebody that what they represent, as long as that's what they surround their entire life about. Mm-hmm. Now you can't come one day saying, "Oh yeah, this is an outrage because this is what's trending right now," and then the next day, when something else has got the wave, now you're on that surfing. Like I'm not trying to see that. You got some people in these spaces that say that, like, for instance, I'm gonna use this little bat crazy thing down here, Sugar Bomb. She'll say down there he's a baby daddy and preaches about marriage, right? But then, but check this out. But then she's constantly around fraternizing with other baby daddies. And I'm like, what are you talking about? See, this is what I'm saying. So I don't pay no attention to that. But I'm using that as an example. The hypocrisy in this space is so large that I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
I love that you say that, but I wonder if she was talking about us. None of us has kids here.
Huh?
I said I didn't even see that statement. And mind you, you are right when you say that people do speak without hypocrisy. I'm not going to speak on something if I can't actively talk about that because I don't want to be misspoken, to live a lie. I have no kids.
Right.
I have no kids. I come from a 2-parent household.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
I was saying. She was referencing.
And here's something that she does not know about me. And this is funny enough. In truth, we can explain this. And this is something that Ron and Nick have visited. I actually do things outside of this YouTube space. I volunteer my time at a Little League football stuff, and I actually do things outside of this that to promote for Black people. Like I actually work at shelters and stuff like that. So I don't just talk like this stuff. And this is why a lot of people hate Charleston White, But when you go back and do his resume, he actually does work in the ghetto.
Yeah.
He actually go puts work in the ghetto, and a lot of people need to understand where he does this. So when we talk about being black, that doesn't mean we hate other races. You feel me? And I get where you're coming from. Now, mind you, I also want to put a point that just because I'm pro-black doesn't mean that I'm not going to chastise black people for being trash about some shit. You feel me?
Right.
I'm not gonna be so pro-black when I'm gonna just close my eyes and say, yeah, them niggas shooting up the block. No, man, put them niggas in jail.
Right.
No, but the thing is, the only problem is, this is the issue. See, people don't understand the definition of pro-black. Pro-black means I'm support my other. I rather not support your community. I'm just going to support my community. Another aspect when it comes to women, men, and also children. Anything that's going to better the community. However, when you have black men that say they are pro-black and go on a white platform like for just early things and support the narrative of what she's speaking, it's hypocritical.
Correct.
You can't be pro-black and they go over there to just early things that you know what you're saying is the truth. When you have other black women saying the same exact thing, mind you, like Cynthia G, certain things she's saying, a lot of people don't agree with, but then certain things she is saying, I do agree with. But however, you got man over there and say, no, she's wrong, counsel her, get rid of her. But how come you don't do the same thing with just early things? She said the same exact thing.
Well, see, this is the thing. So what you got to realize is a lot of these are women that's in these spaces that's making, I would say making money off of this stuff on. They're adhering to a man's ego.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're doing. So niggas are so stupid and desperate that they're basically marching their way to these spaces for that adoration, bro. And that woman ain't even telling the truth. But like you said, they won't even go over there. They're going to go over to Just Pearly because they want their ears tickled, G. They want to hear that they right all the time. They want to hear that you support us, and no matter what, it's got.
My true. Like, I'm just say this one statement. I know Hakeem will go in, but my true. There's man that's simping for Just Pearly thing, but they don't go on Black Woman's YouTube channel and won't say like getting this shit, man. This woman's ugly. This woman, she need to get her hair done. But if you look at Just Pearly thing, she's not all that attractive anyway. Let's keep it in book here.
Facts. She ain't that, and she said, "Yeah, I'm not that. Look at me, I'm ugly."
And that's what I'm saying, bro. It's like I'm gonna shorten this up again. That's what I'm saying. They're going to always. I never supported the manosphere. Never have, G. They, for me, are the opposite side of the spectrum for feminism. They're on one extreme, and feminism is on the other extreme. So you got Cynthia G, and all of them. There's she's no better, and KS was no better than her. You feel what I'm saying? All the guys that's promoting all this craziness, they're no better. And it's not causing anything good. It's getting worse. Nobody can't see. The divide is getting larger. The bridges are being burnt. Like, it's just crazy. There's nothing wrong with advocating for men to be men. But hearing that you don't even love a woman, or that you rather have, which they keep making this separation, I'd rather have respect and love. When have you ever heard somebody respecting you that respecting someone they don't love? You never heard no crazy stuff like that. So the stuff that they're saying is crazy. Again, I have a certain order how a householder should be, and I'm never going to depart from that. You feel what I'm saying? But having said that, I don't believe that you should lack affection with your woman and your children. You see what I'm saying? Those two things should be mutually acceptable and congruent. But that's the rhetoric they're preaching against. They're preaching that having affection for your family and so on and so forth is a form of weakness. Having love is a form of weakness, and that's ignorance. Go ahead.
I don't know.
I can't highlight what Sugar Bum saying. So why you speak?
You say, I see why most black women don't trust nothing black men say.
Why y'all
I don't know what type. I don't know what type of black woman she's talking about.
Don't derail, bro. She will derail the hell out of the conversation.
No, she would. So one thing I want to touch point that you are one. The manosphere, we've never supported the manosphere here too. We don't even consider ourselves guys rep here. We're just regular men who talking about regular life stuff, and we want people to be together. Now, mind you, there's some points that I want to put on. The manosphere has always been counterproductive to the rebuilding of families. Because let me tell you something, the mindset is objectifying women. We don't. Prior before that, our women have always been our partners. They've always taken where we lack and we take where we lack. It's always been a unified partnership from the get-go. And the thing about this, you also talk about love and affection, where you're 100% right about that, truth. It seems like there's an oppressive nature behind it. You know what I mean? And to be an oppression, a dictator, we're going back to the old days. That's had never been us. Our women has just been as strong as us. But there's a point that I want to, not to get off to touch on this. You want to know why the Just Pearly thing was such a disrespect and why a lot of people are offended? Because here, let's say here in this black space here, I would never do an interview with somebody that's going to disrespect Mexicans. I would never do an interview with somebody that's going to disrespect Jewish people here. I know better. Because I wouldn't want nobody to disrespect Haitians, Jamaicans, let alone black people. That's the point where we get that we understand that we understand that we're not going to let nobody cross the lines of disrespect. Why would you allow somebody to come and just his presence is disrespectful? This is what I want people to see from that point. Just him being there, knowing that his statements has already been out, and this is that, and this is where the standards where people got to understand. A lot of people can say, "Hey, you can say what you want," but when it comes to the line where you have ideologies that support untruth narratives, I have a problem with that. But
But I can't. I'm gonna say the reason why people support it because they think at the end of the day these people, black people are ignorant. That's what I'm saying. They really think black people are ignorant. Look what I'm saying. Even though you say you don't agree with what she's saying, I agree with her. That's the reason why black women don't believe what black men are saying. That's why they don't respect us because we go on a different platform, white platform, and supporting the narrative they preaching out there.
See, when you do that,
that's the problem.
All right. So when you do that, though, this is the thing. You make it seem like that's the cornerstone of the reason why our divide is, and that's not it, Ron. It has nothing to do with a race thing. Our divide is internal with inside ourselves. There is a disconnect to the natural order of a household, and they believe in something complete, like Hakeem said it. He said it. We don't understand each other. Our communication is broken, Jake.
Mm-hmm.
So again, they don't even understand what a man is and isn't. They only agree with someone who is willing to bow their knee to them, and that's not going to happen. I love women that understand their place in life, understand what a man is and isn't. You feel what I'm saying? Understand where we line up at. I am best at my job when she allows me to do my job. And what I mean by that, I'm going to move in a certain direction because I'm the lead. I'm going in that direction anyway. If you want protection, come on.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want protection, all right, dipset. That's it. If you coming with me, I got you, but you're going to do things my way so I can do my job the best way I know how to. That's just with any business, any CEO. They have a plan for their bottom line. They got a medium that they're trying to meet at the end of every year, and they know how to get there. They're not coming in, letting their next worker come in and dictate and mess that bottom line up. Oh no, you're getting out of here. I'm going to get to my bottom line or better. And that's what a lot of the disconnect is they're not understanding. They're coming in to help a man on a vision that he has set forth by the creator. You feel what I'm saying? Whatever God's will and purpose over your life, that's where a man has to go. We was created for God. And the woman was created for us. We gotta do what God is asking us to do. That's where we're going at. And then she is to come be the helpmeet along that path. They're out of order, so they're going to look for anything to say, "Oh yeah, that's why I'm not. That's why I'm out of order." It sounds just like a child. Oh, I'm not going to do this because you ain't giving me that. No, you're going to do what you're supposed to do, and then you get that. That's how it's supposed to work. You're supposed to do what's right for the sake of what is right, not because you want something. Men, we don't have a choice but to do what we're supposed to do. We don't have that luxury or leisure to be able to go out here and say we're not going to be a man. That's like me going to a woman and tell her, I'm not going to be a man. I'm not going to do what I'm supposed to do. I'm not going to line up as a man. I'm not going to protect you. She's not going to want to hear that. So why would I want to hear that she's not going to do what she's supposed to do? Come on, G. And especially you're not coming from her. You know, she play around with everything. You don't know which way she's coming or going. It has to be with someone with some substance that I would hear from them and they say like, yo, I need you to do this, that, and that. All right, cool. So when I do this, that, and that, because I know I can do this, that, and that, what are you going to do? Okay, make sure you keep a word. Let's go get it. Simple as that. Let's go do it.
Go ahead, I came. I think you was going. Go ahead.
I don't know, Muhammad. Obama wife is getting the Obama agenda legitimize homosexuality. So I'm gonna disregard the first statement because I don't know that. But the second statement, maybe there might be some validity to that. And the third statement is a president is a president. But I want to talk about truth. You said something real pivotal. And I think that we all need to come back to our natural order of things. You know what I mean? Understanding our places. And if we understand our place, and this is why it's so important to have a community, because if we had a strong community, there's a lot of things that would not be going on right now. And the fact that you can have a woman of ours to say that I don't trust anything that a black man says mean that there's some deep hurt rooted to the black men in your life that let you down, not us. And hopefully
bingo. No, I said bingo. Hit it on the money.
Yeah, you know what I mean? To the black men that let you down and not us. Yes, there's a lot of guys that are not representing the race right. And I would hope our beloved queens can differentiate who's doing the work and who's not doing the work. And just like you say, in somebody who can acknowledge and see the man that she's willing to be under the submission of. The problem is, a lot of women here are running rogue due to the fact that there's a lack of structure in our race. And this is why we allow any and everybody to come, hang with us, disrespect us, and go leave. You said something another pivotal. If you're going to stand by what you say, live by it too.
I agree, but the simple aspect is women see whatever. When a black man do something, the black woman is watching. If a black man's on a white woman's panel, when I mean panel, I mean her live, like a person like that's Pearly thing, and they see that, then how can they respect you? Because you be like, okay, you respecting what this lady's saying, you listen to her talking point. But then when you go to another woman's black woman's panel, or a black woman live stream, you won't see that many black men there. I see more black men on Jazz Pearly thing than the actual regular black woman when she goes live. Where's the support? Women see that.
Yeah.
Let me.
Even though on social media, people might say, "Oh, it's social media, it shouldn't even matter." It should matter because remember, whatever you consuming by your attention, that's what you become. Go ahead.
Right. So let me. I actually agree with you about to say, but watch this. So we have Just Pearly, and then we have, like you said, if it's a black woman that done what she did, then it would be a problem. I 100% agree with that. Now let me ask you a question. If black women were speaking so highly of black men, like Just Pearly did, where would we be at?
we still won't be on the channel.
That's
I say it all the time.
My man, hold on. So, what do Danica Marie? What's her numbers looking like? I'm about to show you.
Her number don't compare to just Pearly things.
Listen. Watch. Follow me here. So we got Danica Marie, okay. Chantel Simone. What's her numbers looking like?
Doesn't compare. Okay. It don't even compare to Danica Marie.
Crimson Curd. Watch. You about to see what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
And people classes as well. I'm going to add her.
You about to see what I'm getting at. So you got these women speaking of great about black men, right?
Yeah.
The numbers don't compare, right?
Yeah.
No.
How much is their numbers all together?
Maybe under.
It still won't compare.
Under half a million.
Sure?
Yeah, not probably half a mil. Yeah, that's true.
Just Pearly thing and her live get like 6,000 people.
All right.
Top.
So now, if we get more women, Crimson Curd, we get more women. We get who's it? Cynthia G and Kendra G. Because this is the next point I'm going at. If we get their numbers to change, if we get their audience to change, they're promoting black men. That woman is going out the door.
I agree.
Men are going where we are praised and where we are respected. Even as ignorant as it sounds, that is our number one need for every daggone man on this planet. It is embedded in us innately. We're going where we are praised and loved at. That is how you get us. Wherever we're praised and loved, we're going to die for that. This shows what we need. And I already said they're stupidly going over here because I don't believe certain ones even care about them. But if they do the very same thing she does, because we want our black woman, we want to be stopped being disrespected by our black woman. We want to be loved unconditionally by our black woman. We want to be considered more than our thing in our pockets by black women. We want to be the average guy needs to be reverenced just as the top 1%. If he's a man. That's what we want. If they do that, she's going out the door, bro. No black man innately wants a white woman at the end of the day. I don't have a problem dating out of my race, but if I had to choose a good black woman over that, it's nothing more beautiful than a good black woman. Not even close.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Hey,
But let me get you this. Let me get you on this. Danica Marie, did you mention her name? She talk highly good about black men. I don't know if anybody ever watched her content. And she still don't get the numbers like Just Pearly things get.
Do you know why?
In the beginning, no, hold on, true. In the beginning of Just Pearly thing, because remember I've been following her a lot on certain things she does. In the beginning, she still was having the same when she had like 100,000 subscribers, the same number as Danica Marie. She still had like 1,000 some people in the chat.
Now this is the
Danica Marie praise black men.
Right now
we do not support our own, brother.
You gotta understand. What's her name is international. That's a bigger revenue, G.
Yeah.
You're not looking at her audience. She's traveling the world. So naturally the numbers is going to be greater. It's just inevitable. So if Danica Marie was global talking her stuff, it'd be bigger. And if she was preaching to all men, because what's her name is just not preaching to black men, she's preaching to her demographic too.
Yeah.
And that's a whole nother pool. That's what you gotta realize. Those numbers are white men there too.
Yep.
Those are the Hispanic men there too, because we know Hispanic men, they predominantly will go with the white woman that's preaching about, oh yeah, we love men, we should be dating men, even the average men and all that type of stuff. So her demographic her pool is huge. So naturally the numbers is going to be different versus someone that's specifically talking to our demographic when we make up only 12% of the population. It's just simple mathematics. If she was black, it'd be the same numbers. And especially if she was over here talking about the same situations and starting off where Danica Marie started off. But if you put all of them together and you switch Kendra G, Cynthia G, all the divestors, if they change and they start saying like, yo, We are here for our black men. What can we do? Because at the end of the day, and I keep saying, the woman was created for the man. The woman was created for the man. The woman was created for the man. So you're supposed to be being on board for what you're designed for, not for nothing else. Let's get to your divine order first, and then we could talk about other worldly things, the stuff that don't matter. We need to get our family back together. Men, black men, want to be black with black women. Even in the midst of this cesspool, bro, we're still dating with our race. We're still doing it. We're still getting married to our race at a high clip when we do get married. It will change if things get better. If they stop saying we're broke. If they stop saying, oh, you're no good. We even being told that even being a good man is not enough. You remember saying that? Who wants to be told being a good man is not enough?
Yep.
Who wants to be told that? Are you crazy?
But there's a lot of men. But there's a lot of men that's doing that. You have President Fitz saying. We got President Fitz. We got President Fitz saying it. We also have Judge Bernstein say the same thing. When the guy that had the 7 kids, she even said the same thing. She literally called him ignorant, literally on the platform. But yet you still have people subscribe to her, and her subscriber count increased. And let's say it was the Nicki Marie doing it, her subscriber count would have went down. So that's what I'm saying. You have this G saying women, you need to be more selective on the men you date. But yeah, man, we're taking out content. She said delete all black babies. You get what I'm saying? So people not listening to the content what you saying. Oh, no. But yeah, but mind you, Cynthia G will go in on black men. Cynthia G will go in on black men. But yeah, there's black men subscribing to Cynthia G because they know at the end of the day it's about the truth. And the truth is that black men like to worship white women, and that's a fact. Okay, I'm keeping it real, bro. So, I'm keeping it real.
All right. So again, I don't know no black men that like to worship. I don't think it's no brothers up here, because I don't worship no woman. Ain't no woman above me. So that's out of the question. So do y'all worship black women up here? I can call my brother.
Yes, I do.
Y'all worship?
Yes, I do. Because if you look up the definition of worship, yes, I do. I give praise and reverence to black women. Oh, okay. Why not? Okay. Other races do it. Okay. Why not?
Okay, so that's what you do. What about you, Akeem?
No, I don't. I don't listen.
Okay, I don't. Hold up. Before you go anything, I want it because I'm going somewhere with it.
Yeah. Look up the definition of worship. Look up the definition of worship.
Right. So Ronnie worships.
See, I'm like, look at what I'm saying. We need to start doing it. I don't know why people say wrong, but yeah, they say black women need to worship a black man. That's crazy. That's crazy talk.
I got you. Okay. Akeem, you worship?
No, I don't. I don't. I worship God.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I just need, because I'm going somewhere. Real quick, Era, do you worship black women?
I would say I have a wife. I have highly respect for my wife.
Y'all don't say it. Look at the definition. Exactly.
I was never taught to worship my wife.
Keep it 100. Keep it 100.
So is that a yes or no, my brother? I need to know.
And let's keep it 100. Most of y'all jack off to black women. So what the hell that mean?
You said no?
Most of y'all jack off to black women. Hold on. Most of y'all jack off to black women. Most of y'all want black porn. So what does that mean? I mean, you worshiping the thing.
All right, so we got 3 brothers up here. And
y'all not keeping it in the bean. See, you know what I'm saying? We ashamed of our own race. How you gonna say we put black? We like black women, but yet y'all afraid to say y'all worship black women? Like that's crazy talk. Okay, so that's crazy talk.
I got you, Ronnie. So
go ahead.
First and foremost, anything that you worship is above you. That's number one. The only thing that's above me is what created me, what gives me life, what gives me inspiration, what makes me a man. That's God. That's
the woman. Because at the end of the day, if a woman tell a man you no good, guess what happened? That man gonna walk in the corner and feel like he's less than. Let's keep it a buck. No, you think I'm lying? No.
That's it. Those are those type of men. Those aren't men. That's not how I was raised. That's not how I was raised.
So true. You've been on panel with men. Let's keep it real. Cause I rock with you. You know I rock with you, true. True, you know I rock with you. We've been on panel with men. A woman will go off on a man. And you see how that man look low on himself. You know what I'm saying, man? Say, yo, I'm confident. I don't care what you say.
That's the sad part. He's a sucker, and I've been saying it.
Because he worshipped the woman. Because he worshipped. I'm telling you, most men worship women.
He's a sucker. Women don't run me. I'm a run. What the hell? Like, listen, bro. This is what I'm saying, and this is why that they're going to keep running over top of me. Because why am I respect something that can't lead me? If a woman worship me, if I worship a woman, she's my leader. She's the one that runs my household. She's the one that runs my children. She's the one that tells me where to go and to come. She's the one that tells me, bow down, get on my knees, do this, do that, and that. I wasn't raised that way, G. If that's the way you was raised, that's the way you was raised. I was raised by a man that controlled his household, that controlled his wife, that controlled his children and household. And I was raised to do the same exact thing. That's the way I'm raising my son. That's the way I'm raising my daughter. I do not worship a creature that is weaker than me in every form of the way and is inferior. That is not logical.
Look at it. Remember, I kept saying, because remember we talking about logic and faction. Look up the definition of worship. I always say, look up the definition of worship.
I gotta say this. Hey, fellas, let me chop in. When I say this, before I met my wife, there was one chick. There was one chick that I really, really worshiped. I got played. Once I found my wife, and that's a different level of respect that she gave to me. Hey man, that's how I'm still married to this day. For me, I didn't worship women, but I was raised not to worship women. But once I stopped doing that and being different and see get the respect level and then the love and all that type of stuff, that's how I'm still married to my wife this day. Go ahead, fellas.
Yeah, exactly.
In the Vatican, I could go in. I could go in there on religion. I could go into all of that. Most of the religion worship the woman. Most of the religion worship the women. The Nation of Islam, they'll tell you the women are praised. The Buddha will tell you women are praised. It's only when it comes to black men, you have an issue to say the simple fact that there's nothing wrong to say, yo, I worship my wife. I praise my wife. I give thanks to my wife. She do everything for me. That's why I'm getting praise and honor to my wife.
Okay, so
this is why today a lot of men are failing, because at the end of the day they hearing certain talk upon YouTube telling you don't respect the woman. It's all about the man. It's all about the man. But yet the same men today are becoming more and more homeless. Men today are not dating. They can't even find a woman. Men today can't even talk to women.
Right.
Men today go to the Bible and talk about reading the book of Proverbs, but yet don't even understand the concept of Proverbs when King Solomon was the main one giving praise and honor to women. Right. Let's keep it a buck here.
All right.
He was a womanizer.
Right.
He was talking to the woman saying, I give praise and honor to the woman. Her lips taste like honey. Right. What did that mean? That means you give praise and honor to the woman.
Okay. So check this out. So when you talk about,
but that's a whole, we derailing though. We derailing here. This is gonna be another good topic you should go into, I'm gonna let you finish your point. That's it.
Yeah. So in this conversation about the what's the name, you said the definition of worship, my brother. So let me get that for you. This is why we gotta read and we gotta talk. So worship, the definition, the feeling or expression of reverence and adoration for a deity. Do you know what a deity is, my brother?
Yeah, a spiritual being. We not all spiritual beings?
Look up what deity is.
There you go, you got quiet. We not all spiritual beings?
Look up what a deity
Do you have a spirit?
Look up what...
You know, I told you I do research. Do you have a spirit or you don't?
What a deity is.
It's a spiritual being. Are you a spiritual being?
Okay, so...
You see, you can't answer the question.
I'm not...
What is a spiritual being? It's a deity.
Okay, so... I'm going to ask. Okay, you're talking. You want me to yell? I can yell over top you. I'm trying to not yell over top. I can do it. You want me to yell over you? Okay.
No, go ahead.
I can do it. You know I can. So I'm trying not to. All right. So I gave you the proper definition, which you did not give me before. So let's go to deity now. All right, a deity. You ready? All right. A god or goddess, divine status, quality, or nature. The creator and supreme being in a monotheistic religion such as Christianity. My brother, a woman is not that. Stop it. Calm down.
We could go in and in. I would say it's not a topic for that.
Yeah.
But we could go in and in. I would say that would be a separate topic.
I can kill a woman. I can't kill a god. I can kill a woman right now. I can't kill a god, brother. I can't.
But I say that's a whole nother conversation. That was we'll go. That's another conversation. But I can go in because there's a religion on earth. I think what is the God in earth, Hakeem? You know, they say that men are gods and women are goddess. I was like, I can go in with that, but I'm not gonna go too far because it's gonna derail the conversation. And plus, we're gonna have to go. So go ahead, Hakeem. I know you're gonna finish your talking point, but Hakeem, I can go in. Go ahead.
Listen.
So make sure y'all stick to the definitions. All right, stick to definitions. Read carefully. Context, brothers. Context.
Wow.
Context. Let's get it.
Oh Lord Jesus. Yeah. Oh my God.
I was saying, go ahead. But go ahead, Hakeem. Go ahead.
No, I don't got nothing to say, man. I was gonna let y'all niggas ride.
I'm with it.
No, because Hakeem, no, I'm telling you, I'm very well versed, but I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? I was saying, I just don't talk out of my behind. I do research, but I do research on all religion, and I'm telling you, at the end of the day, all religion, at the end of the day, they say what say is true. They call man gods and women goddess. Whether we believe it or not, most of religions do that. I'm talking about the Nation of Islam does it. The gods in the earth does it. Yeah. The Jewish religion does it. Everybody does it, and they say the God that's in you is a spiritual being. So that was I could go in with that, but I'm not gonna do it because it's gonna derail the conversation. But at the end of the day, the situation with the just for everything, like I say, man, I think they even though people saying if you look at the definition, they do get praise and reverence to just for everything, and then at the end of the day, people might say it's not true. It is true, but we have to change the narrative, and I think we need to get back together and start supporting our own, even our sisters and also the men. That's my final take.
Yeah, Ronnie, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Like I said, it goes back to supporting each other. You know, support our platforms and keep. You know, we got some super chats. Join their commentary and everything. It's got to continue to support us. If you support us, we can build on that. That's my final thoughts on that.
You going, Hakeem, or you want me to go?
No, go ahead, brother.
All right. So this is my prime example. Pull that back up for me. That sugar bum last comment.
Which one? This one right here?
Yeah. You see that? That's what you get for what you said just now. She called you a weird thing, dog. So my fellas, my men.
No, she ain't talking to me. She's not talking about me. No, she agreed with me.
She talking about you. She said men.
Oh, she talking about okay.
Men on me.
Yeah, she said men are. I already know she ain't talking about you. So my fellas, my men. I'm only gonna tell you this one time only. We have to be men. All right, rulers, conquerors. Okay, there's a household. There is a divine order. God, man, woman, child. We is the one that lays discipline down. We is the one that lay order down. We are the strongest one. They are the weaker vessel. We provide protection for you. Your woman do not provide protection from you. A big bully come up there and ready to beat you down. She's not supposed to stand in front and do. That's your job to knock that daggone elephant down. That's you to knock that Goliath down. In order to do that, she needs to know her place. You cannot protect something that is out of control, that does not follow order. If you ever have children, you're blessed to have them. Let them be out of order and then try to protect them. Let them not follow your counsel and try to protect them. Those who follow sound counsel usually turn out very, very great. For those who do not like what Just Pearly Things did, all I'm asking is please, I'm begging, please do not fall in the same pool of hypocrisy, okay? Because if I see you do it, I'm going to call you out on it.
No, you're right.
I'm going to call you out on it.
He calling me. He said, I bet I see it in the chat. Tony ain't gonna say I was a scholar just for I think she garbage, but go ahead.
No, definitely.
Go ahead, Hakeem. Hakeem look like Hakeem. Go ahead. You're close to report.
Man, I love this conversation, man, and I want to thank all y'all brothers for allowing me to share space with y'all and share these conversations. And I agree with everything all y'all said, but I also want to say that I want us to be passionate, but not to be caught up in the hypocrisy. So I want our energy to be focused, you know what I mean? And I think that we just got to see it for what it's worth and not be blinded by the thing. I just don't want the disrespect, but I do understand that. I do understand what truth coming. So he did enlighten me on some things that I said, okay, I got to look at certain things a certain kind of way. You know what I mean? But I just, when you're passionate about things, you're gonna get emotional. And I just got emotional about the black thing. That's really what it was. But I don't want to get caught up with the rapture. You know what I'm saying? And that's the whole thing. Just don't get caught up with the bullshit. Chew the meat, spit out the bones.
Hey, Larry, but guys, make sure y'all subscribe to True's channel. Thank you for having True on the panel. We really appreciate you, brother. Make sure y'all go subscribe to True's channel. He's going live tomorrow at 2 o'clock Eastern time. So go ahead, check him out. As you can see, this guy's a very dope brother. You see, if you're going to debate him, you got to make sure you have your facts, your definitions ready, because this guy, he speaks the truth. You know what I'm saying? So, True, at the end of the day, with me, it's all we just building. We just building as men. And of course, we all not going to agree, but y'all go subscribe to him. Dope brother. You're going to get the well education I need. And like I said, I always learn from my OG. Go ahead.
I pray to God that Sugar Pumpkin have the courage to come on live.
That ain't happening. You got True. That's not going to happen.
Sugar Pump, you talk a lot. I pray to God that you have the courage, because I know you a scaredy cat to come on here.
You got to be worthy of her submission. You're not worthy.
You're worthy of your submission.
Yeah. See, and this is the thing. Let me break something. And Ronnie, that's my dog. That's my little bro. As always. See, the thing is, I love the fact that me and him can disagree without being disrespectful. You feel what I'm saying?
Correct.
Need to do that. Having said that, when we talk about kings and queens, right? A king,
yes,
has to have a kingdom. A queen is made by what?
The king.
All right, man, my brother. Thank you for finishing that. Y'all have a good night.
Thanks. That's being true, man.
We having fun, man. So, guys, this is why it's very important. Make sure you subscribe to True channel, man. He's going live tomorrow, 2 o'clock Eastern time. Go check him out. And now you guys, on your way out, make sure you hit the like button. On your way out, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you have not subscribed yet already. On your way out, make sure you hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember, we go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 o'clock Eastern time. And also, make sure you go in the community tab. In the community tab, we got the KR Culture Radio t-shirt. And also, Prince Nakeem new book, Black Love. Go support the brother. We have some people that already bought the book, so make sure you do go buy the book, take a screenshot so we can put you in the community tab. We over and out. Thank you for joining the KR Culture Radio. Enjoy your weekend. True, make sure you put your channel in the chat. We over and out, guys.